Solar panels. Does it add value to your property? My name is George Almodovar. I'm a licensed real estate broker in the state of Florida, and I'm speaking in regards to my market, not any other states. So please pay close attention, especially realtors and even sellers, because there's a misconception online, and I'm tired of hearing it, in which many people who aren't certified, who are not in our field, are making claims that are incorrect, and it's misinformation. Okay? Does solar panel add value to your property? Yes. The answer is yes. Moreover, you gotta understand the type of solar panels you have. For example, I do a broker price opinion, and you can run this with a certified appraiser. He's gonna do the same thing. We add around $500 per panel, solar panel, as well. Depending on the type of inverter, we make adjustments for that as well, when we do what is called our broker price opinion, which is a home evaluation. A certified appraiser will do the same thing. So, does it have value? Absolutely has value. What more value can you add? Well, light bills or utility bills here in the state of Florida, unlike, say, for example, New York City. New York City, some boilers are either oil-based or they use gas to heat up the home. Cooking, the stove also use gas. Water heater, gas. Dryer, gas. Well, here in the state of Florida, at least in Central Florida, most of the community are built with electric. So though you have electric stove, electric heaters, everything is electric. Therefore, your electric bill, most likely your utility power bill, will be much higher. So when you add a solar panel into the fact, depending on the company you're using, of course, you will save money. I have seen it myself. I sell many houses with solar panels in which I've seen homeowners getting credit towards a bill or a very minimal bill of $30 compared to the average that I'm seeing right now, close to $400. People are complaining, especially for a company out there in Duke, that is being charged $800, $600 a month with these heat waves sometimes that's coming in the state of Florida. But that's ridiculous. Could you imagine? So even if you are financing the company, the financing that I see has been $200, $180, $220, is still lower than your utility bills. And remember that the company will keep going up every year, right? Because of inflation. So taking that into effect, you will definitely save money. So is it a great investment? Absolutely. And I do not sell solar panel, so I'm neutral in this part. Also, you gotta understand, for realtors that don't know what they're doing, you have to speak to your broker, okay? And your broker should know, those broker price opinions should know this. But there's another issue that goes into effect, in which if you're gonna list a property with solar panels, before you list that property, you wanna make sure you have a detailed conversation with the seller, and you verify whether those solar panels are either paid in full or leased. If they are leased, you want to get the amortization schedule that shows the finance charges and the term of the loan for those solar panels, right? And you definitely want to convey that on the MLS. So you're going to put that and stipulate on the MLS. You also want to make sure that you want to contact the solar panel and make sure that they will release, I say again, release the lien against the property, untitled, or it's called the UCC filing for the solar panel, if you find them a prospect buyer that is qualified. So if they allow, or someone who's a qualified buyer, they will qualify them to obtain the solar panels or the finance charge, then that's good for you. But you definitely want to convey this and put it in writing in the MLS, right when you list the property, right? So that way, the prospect buyer, during the home inspection contingency period, can verify if they are approved to take over that debt, okay, or that finance charge. And I say that's very important, because if not, they cannot buy the house, all right? So you have to convey this, because some of the realtors, they just list a property, they have no knowledge, or they don't really know what they're doing. And what happens is, anything as per the Florida statute, as is contract, anything that is attached to the house, bolted in, is part of the house, unless you put in writing and stipulate otherwise. And you want to do that on the MLS, and for sure you want to do it on contract, because the contract itself, the assets contract, supersedes the MLS. So you want to make sure you have it in writing, okay? If not, what's going to happen is you're bringing a liability upon your broker or your brokerage, right? Because at closing, if you did not stipulate that the solar panel has a lien on it, the person buying the property is buying the property without being approved for finance, which means now you, as an agent, listing agent, are going to be responsible to paying that debt in full, so they can close, so they can remove the lien. You are the seller. And if the seller disclosed to you that it has solar panel, or you didn't ask, he's going to be like he didn't know, thinking, oh, well, I'm not paying for this. And if he doesn't pay for it, believe me, you're going to pay for it, or your broker will. So avoid those liability issues. You definitely want to convey this prior to listing the property, right? You want to make sure, as I stated before, the finance charge and all that, you want to upload that, erase the account numbers. You want to reach out to the company and ask them, can they basically have somebody take over the loan, right? Assume the loan. And that way you protect yourself, and you want to have everything in writing just in case, okay? Then you will stipulate that on the MLS, and as soon as you get a contract, make sure it's stipulated there that it does not convey, right, that the prospect buyer must first get pre-qualified during the as-is inspection contingency period to qualify for that loan and see if they're able to assume that loan. Otherwise, there's no deal, okay? So keep in mind, $500 per panel. If it has a high-tech inverter, you add to that as well. But that's how you value the property. And for those that say, oh, well, I don't see no value, buyers will not offer more for solar panels. Well, we got to educate the public, because the fact of the matter is, unless it's a buyer's market, which is not, it's still a seller's market. Basically, us listing agent and appraiser will dictate, with our seller, of course, what houses are selling for. So if you want the house in a seller's market, you're going to offer what we want, where the solar panels are already factored in into that listing price. And obviously, if you're getting finances, right? If you're getting financing, what happens is the bank is going to send out the appraiser, and the appraiser will dictate what the house is worth. Okay? Yes, we can sell houses above certified appraisal, but most people don't want to pay above certified appraisal, right? Which means he's already factoring the solar panels into that price. So the bank will finance whatever they do. If it's an FHA, 96.5% of the loan. If there's conventions, up to whatever, obviously, the buyer is bringing into the table. But that's already going to be factored. Is there room for negotiation? Absolutely. But again, the solar panels will already be factored into that loan if it's paid in full. So an appraiser will definitely give you a value for those solar panels. I hope that helps. Please like, comment, and share. And for more tips, subscribe to my YouTube channel. God bless. And my name is George Almodovar, the Puerto Rican cowboy with Bella Lago Expert, powered by LPT. Thank you for watching.